to the AI Detector Program. You have been selected. You will be shown several images and videos. Detect which one is real or fake. It is imperative that you answer all of these correctly, or else begin. What does this video make you feel? Does this video speak to you? What does this image make you feel? Is this real or fake? Wrong. It's all bullshit. Test completed.
To many, this may feel like the end of the art world or the end of civilization as we know it. But it's probably not. And if you're chronically online like myself, then you've probably seen some AI content. My problem with generative AI is the stealing part. Yeah, that part. You can pass the artwork off as yours and you're an artist now. You're a musician. You're a painter. You're a content creator. Could be an AI content creator. There's been that. And by now we should all know what generative AI artwork looks like. That cartoonish, smooth skin, maybe sometimes too sharpened. It looks kind of morphed together. Sometimes the signs don't look correct. Yes, that kind of AI art. That's what I'm talking about. And we're not including Facebook because we can fool anyone there. We're even seeing this with many YouTubers adopting generative AI for their thumbnails. Like this one from Dude Perfect. Yep, that's a thumbnail. It can be tough to create videos constantly, but when you do something like this, it just screams laziness. Like it looks like the plane is shitting out basketballs. And it's sad because the AI generated thumbnail does not match the effort that was put into this video. And I feel like every single day I see a new headline talking about what's new in AI and how it's impacting the creative industry. So today let's deep dive into what's happening and how it might affect us in the future. Now, there have been several issues in the past year with movie studios, corporations, creative forward companies that are utilizing generative AI for either budget concerns or reasons unknown. I know I touched on this briefly in my last video, but I am mentioning A24 again because they did use generative AI to promote their recent release of Civil War on social media. And it actually had nothing to do with the movie, which is pretty hilarious. I'm hoping that they use an artist to generate at least some of these AI images and then clean it up afterwards, but the claims were very vague. And I have a solution for this because they could have easily hired this artist to create some of the promotional posters for Civil War. It looks way more appealing than having a giant swan in the middle of LA River. And a matter of fact, it's not just A24. There are multiple studios that are diving into the world of generative AI. We've even seen Netflix create AI images for a documentary about a girl murdering her parents. I'm not sure where we draw the line for documentaries, but that's a story for another day. Jared Leto invests in a generative AI startup. What a title. Yes, even Morbius himself in real life is a villain too. Well, this app is actually called Caption. It's a generative AI editing software that can basically do it all for you. The problem I have with this app specifically is that it kind of replaces the learning factor of video editing. Of course, you can still cut your video, but most of it is AI generated and there's not a lot of learning curves there where it's just too easy. There's a lot of great beginner editing apps that are available. I mean, there's so many other ways. You don't have to do an AI generated editing software. There's a tweet from Alex who said, RIP video editors. And obviously the video editing community had a lot to say about this one. And look, there's nothing wrong with not wanting to understand all of these programs because there's so many nowadays and you just want something to do it for you. We all have choices. And if you want to take the easy route and not learn anything, that's fine with me. But ask yourself, what are you trying to learn here? I hate to break it to you, you're not really learning anything. And describing what you want through an AI prompt doesn't make you Picasso. You're letting predetermined software do everything for you when it's already been figured out by us humans. And I know anyone can do it. Maybe I'm a hater, but honestly, this just doesn't influence anyone to get better at their craft. There's no real challenge here. This just showcases laziness and it just doesn't really inspire a lot of other individuals to push art past the limit because it needs to be. And there will be a time and a place where people might realize that, hey, maybe this doesn't really contribute anything to the world. But the company to be pointing fingers at for a lot of artists lately has been Adobe. Yes, the subscription-based goblin is back at it again. There's a lot of videos on this topic, but to sum it up for you, they released new terms of service stating that they will train their AI on your artwork. That was real. What a wild statement to come from a company that should be empowering its artists. And they've done so in the past, yet they do this. It's just insane. It's like, yes, use our programs, but we're also going to profit off of you. And then they backpedaled and took that out and had to reevaluate the whole situation because the art community was up in arms, basically. And then they were also caught with a fee when you'd cancel your subscription. Yep, that's a thing. That, when you want to cancel something, it should be for free, like most subscription-based companies, but I guess there's a fee canceling to your yearly subscription. And a lot of artists made that choice to drop Adobe entirely and move to other competitors such as Affinity, DaVinci Resolve, and many more. And this was basically a huge slap in the face for artists and creators alike. But no, it does not stop there.
What data was used to train Sora?
We used publicly available data and licensed data.
So, videos on YouTube?
I'm actually not sure about that.
Recently, MKBHD tweeted this, that tech giants were stealing from him, specifically his YouTube videos. This includes the famous Apple. So quick context for this, these tech giants basically purchased an AI dataset by Eleuthera AI, I believe, that trained the AI on YouTube videos and specifically pulling from subtitles, which is basically stealing the whole YouTube video entirely. And there were about 48,000 creators that were affected by this. Not only MKBHD, but the likes of PewDiePie, MrBeast, Markiplier, many other small, medium, and large creators were stolen from, basically. So let's break it down. These companies paid for the AI dataset, yet no one was paid to gain access to these subtitles and transcripts to be pulled from their videos. Starting to see a pattern here.
Capitalism.
It's just alarming to find out that these companies are doing this openly, no one consented to this, and every single creator has a right to be mad about this. This is where companies like Adobe and Apple are faced with a common question. Where are the ethics in this? There have been no statements from Apple or any of the other tech giants on this topic just yet. Speaking morally here, for the artists and the creators, this just seems totally wrong. Where do we draw the line for a lot of this? And I know we're trying to make the world more accessible and easier to do tasks for a lot of things, but they need to go about this in a different way. They could have easily reached out to some of these creators that were training their AI dataset, blatantly steering their hard work on all of their YouTube videos just to be stripped away. No email, no contact, no nothing. Do with that information as you will. And I do believe in the future that a lot of these companies will be in some hot water and be held accountable for this. Let's go back in time. It's 1973, and a movie called Westworld was released to theaters. But something interesting happened, something that was never seen in a film before. This was the first time CGI was ever used in a film, and this was the beginning of a new era. Then, in 1985, the first ever polygonal CGI character in a live-action film was created. We then got Tron, Jurassic Park, Toy Story, and many other great animated and live-action films that utilized CGI. Although the technology was groundbreaking, it made filmmakers question if they should do it all for real or in post. Some practical effects artists may have felt uneasy and unsure at this time. With the growing use of green and blue screens, they had to wonder if they'd have a job in the future. This wasn't necessarily a full-on replacement of practical effects artists, but rather a new choice to be made when making a film. Little caveat here, VFX artists are worthy of their craft and are definitely meant to be called artists. It takes a lot of skill and knowledge to understand how all this works and how it will play out during the filming process as well. So the choice has been set. It's up to the studio execs, producers, and even the directors to use it wisely or not. Tech will always be advancing, and the film industry is no stranger to that. Well, what does this have to do with generative AI? Well, I'll get to that in just one second. When it comes to VFX or CGI, there's an artist behind it, creating beautiful imagery just using a computer. Just like how we use a paint palette to the canvas to create our own work of art. And there's a recurring theme here. Photographers were a threat to painters, the digital camera was a threat to the film camera.
See you, chump. What the hell?
And Adobe was a threat to society. Wait, that's not right. There are so many different scenarios for this, but we all end up okay. Because at the end of the day, these are all tools we have access to make art better or for worse. My point here being is that you're still going through the process of making something, not having a machine do it for you. Generative AI is that threat to artists' existence. You may not agree with it, but it's just something I believe in personally. It's not necessarily the AI that I'm afraid of. It's the choices that people will make choosing AI over an artist.
You know how much I sacrificed?
Just like it's a choice to make a CGI background versus a practical one. Or for the upcoming generation that might just take the easy route versus trying to learn something for themselves and not trying to find that enjoyment of going through the process of figuring it out on your own and finding that creativity within yourself. And when you get to the final result, it's so much more fulfilling. If you haven't guessed by now, I am not the biggest fan of AI. Obviously, that's not going to stop anyone to create more AI programs, but I did want to share some of my perspective and what might happen in the near future. Art will always evolve, and there will always be new ways to create. It's a never-ending cycle that'll make it easier for everyone to make content, art, movies, music, TV shows, and whatever you want, which is exciting. I don't see the real impact that generative AI will have when it replaces a human entirely. It should be treated as a tool versus a full-on replacement, because we need to be challenged. And I believe that it does take some skill and a lot of hard work to get to the point where you want to be. And look, it's really fun to play around and mess around with some of these generative AI models, because at the end of the day, it's really amazing how far this technology has come just within a year. Just be aware, this does not define you as the artist. This is the machine conjuring it up for you, and we have to really separate those two. It has to be set in stone. But we live in such a fortunate time right now where we have access to thousands of creative tools online for us to download for free, and it's awesome because we can create whatever the we want. We can then post it to the world. We can sign up to Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. We can share our work, and no matter what, someone is going to see it. Imagine trying to create art back in the 1600s. That would have sucked. And we have to admit that it was super tough.
You paint? Do you sculpt? No. You like art? You like music? It's a real piece of shit.
The next time you see someone criticizing someone complaining about generative AI stealing their work, just have a little empathy. So take a moment, think about it, and before you post, really think about how this may affect the other person on the other side, because their career could be at stake and they have a lot of passion for this. As for AI, it's always going to evolve. There's going to be more tech giants building sentient computers, and what might be left of human existence might just be terminated. Okay, yeah, let's not speak that into existence ever. AI will probably become really powerful. We can't stop that. But I do believe that people will seek reality over it. My vision for the future for artists is that I hope there's more protections in place to safeguard their creations. While it may seem like a distant dream in our capitalist society, but I do believe that some of these tech giants are going to be held accountable for a lot of the things that they did to outsource, and hopefully copyright laws come into play. The process of creating something is something to fall in love with, and I don't want to see people ignore that and just take the easy route with generative AI. If that's the only tools you have to your disposal, then I can't stop you to make it. If you can, please challenge yourself with any art that you're about to create. The beauty of art lies in the experience of making it. So why replace that? And do me one favor, just go easy on the comments. I know there's gonna be a lot of constructive criticism and passion when it comes to generative AI, but I'd still love to hear all of your thoughts. If you like the video, please like the video. And if you'd like to subscribe, then go ahead and subscribe. But to everyone else, I will see you in the next one.